I like Deontay Water. I like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua I support because he's of Nigerian descent. Just like my cousins, just like my members of my family. You understand? So I must support them. No matter if they are doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. But in this case, Anthony Joshua is doing the right thing. Trying to beat up this fight and trying to keep the B-side on the B-side level. Now, these same channels, I don't want to mention their name. I would love to, but I don't want to mention their name. These same channels, 2-3 years ago, I was subscribed to some of them. So these same channels were the ones asking Deontay Water to improve his technique. That told Deontay Water, if I so poor, I can still go dig out some videos that I did regarding Deontay Water. They say Deontay Water, oh, the guy needs to work on his technique. He's so poor. Oh, this is the reason why Americans don't get behind him. For them to get behind him, he has to improve. He has to change his technique. He has to, has a great management, behind him, other stuff, etc., etc., etc. So, and now the same channels has turned into the biggest Water fans I've ever seen. So it's kind of funny when you look at them now and they've changed their tone so easily. So I want to make this clear that those channels, you know yourselves, this war between Deontay Water and Joshua, future fight, you never win it. Because Deontay Water, you're in the B-side. The B-side is the side who will likely, lose out to the A-side. Because the A-side has got the upper hand already. Now, these are the reasons why you would never win against Anthony Joshua. First, Anthony Joshua is the A-side. And Joshua being the A-side has the ability to control who he fights next or what he does. I mean, in negotiation tables, he have the upper hand when it comes to pulse plate, when it comes to the venue, when it comes to a lot of stuff. You understand? The politics behind boxing also, let's not forget that. And also, he's got 3 belts. You understand? Floyd Mayweather was never undisputed. Never went undisputed. And I didn't hear nobody talking about this. I mean, some people talked about it, but they just shut it down. Like, who cares? But I want Deontay Water to fight AJ, and I want Anthony Joshua to fight Deontay Water because I think he can beat Deontay Water. You understand? So that's the first. The second is Deontay Water has no other choice apart from Anthony Joshua. You understand? Someone would say, oh, Dominic Brazil is there, Jeremy Miller is there. Jeremy Miller is there. Would Jeremy Miller like to fight for pennies? And if you were to tell Jeremy Miller who you fight between Deontay Water and Joshua, Jeremy Miller, he wouldn't think about it before saying, of course, Anthony Joshua. You know how much it's going to get? It's going to get millions in that fight. Dominic Brazil still wants to fight Joshua, still wants a rematch with Joshua. Because of what? Not because he thinks he can win, but because he knows there's a lot of money in there. Carlos Takam still wants a rematch with Joshua. You know why? Because of what? Not because he thinks he can win, because he lost all around, but because of the money. You understand? It's a life-changing money. The Willy Wonka, like Adrian says. So, now, and Joshua still got top 10 contenders to fight. If Joshua fight you or me, it will be a sellout. You understand? But Deontay Water cannot just fight you or me, because after he fought Luis Ortiz and he didn't sell out anything. So you understand what I'm saying? For those of you guys listening, for those of you already disliking the video, it's alright. But I'm just telling you, I'm just keeping it real, telling you what it is, you know? And totally, Anthony Joshua fans are undisputed. Well, you know what I mean by disputed? Anthony Joshua fans go to his fights. Most of these channels on YouTube who talk about how Deontay Water is talking, or most of these people on YouTube, on social media, talking about how Joe is talking, talking rubbish, like saying that Anthony Joshua needs Deontay Water. Most of those guys never goes to Deontay Water's fight. They never go. They're still on YouTube commenting or making videos. They never go there. So how can you call yourself a supporter? If I'm a fanboy of Anthony Joshua, I will be going to every fight of his, because I know some family members of mine, like one of my cousins, is a pro Anthony Joshua fan. He go there every time Anthony Joshua has a fight. He goes to the venue. He must go to the fight venue. So these are, a fan. He spend his money. Like, I like this guy. I'm a fan of his. He spend his money and go there and buy the ticket. But some of those guys don't go. All they can do is talk shit on YouTube, and they think YouTube give them some sort of power to now downplay the A side. The A side remain the A side. You cannot change it. Sorry, bro. You can't change it. So all this hate you guys spreading around is absorbed. I don't like it. And for me, it's foolishness, because don't come to my channel and tell me that I'm a Deontay Water hater. Hater for what? I criticize the guy because I want him to improve his technique. I want him to improve his style. To appease the public, not just the world, to appease the world, not just in America. Because if he becomes a worldwide sensation, then America will claim him. And most of those guys who accuse me of hating Deontay Water are the ones who did the same few years back. Saying Deontay Water technique is windmill, say he has to improve, and all of a sudden, this UK and US rivalry just came up, and then they started saying they're pro Water fans now. They are pro Water fans. Anything that Joshua is about hate. I don't like Docker, Juicy J, making all sort of, useless and foolish statement. So, I don't know when boxing talked to this, because boxing for me is a banter. Like, you can be a fan of this guy, you be a fan of this guy, but we argue, but at the end of the day, we know it's just, a fight. It's a fight at the end of the day. The money these guys are going to get is not coming to your pocket. Except maybe you're close to them, or you're working for them. You understand? So I'm saying, when you support someone, you call yourself, I'm a fanboy of Deontay Water, or I'm a fanboy of Anthony Joshua. You spend your money on it also. To buy the pay-per-view, if Deontay Water's never had a fight on pay-per-view before. But for the Joshua, I mean. So you buy the pay-per-view, or you go to the event, you support the event, but you guys don't go. You guys stay on the internet commenting, make videos, for you to get views of it and make money of it. So how do you call it? You're a fake fan. You're a fake fan. You're not a real fan if you have not been to Deontay Water's fight. If you're not support the guy, with what you have. That's it for now, guys. Like the video, share, comment below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that. Cheers, everyone.